I'd just like to thank Victor Fu, who's the Vice President of Genting, of the First World Hotel. Is he here? Victor, thank you very much, Victor. And of course, Casey Chiu, who's the Director of Sales for Genting. Thank you, Casey. Well, it's for me, that's more or less it. I'd just like to wish Ano Havas from Uvascula, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, all the best in 2 years' time. I think you better start from tomorrow, the preparations, don't leave it too late. But I'm sure all of us will make a vow to be in Uvascula in 2 years' time. Okay? Agreed? Okay. Thank you. Finally, bon voyage to you all. Drive carefully if you're going down the hill. Those of you who are leaving, flying off from KLIA, a safe journey, and I'm sure we'll see each other very soon. We got some small presentations to do on behalf of Olympic Council of Malaysia, and the first person I'd like to give this to is, of course, the Chairman of the Sports Board Committee, Mr. Baltatrega. Ministry of Tourism, who, by the way... Okay, that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Roy. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends. An extraordinary Congress, if I may use the terminology of my friend and President Lagove, comes to a close. On first sight, and Mr. Fu, don't blame us for that, we were not convinced that the genius loci of Genting Highland Resort would inspire our event. But the organizers have created an atmosphere which neutralized noise and hectic around us and made use of the excellent facilities offered by this superb convention center. And I would even call it a state-of-the-art combination of hard work with fun and friendly encounter, which led to a spirit of understanding, exchange of views and friendship. Not at least, quite a few have become fellows of another global family of importance. Our activity, ladies and gentlemen, is not a solitaire. It is embedded in the structure of world sports and increasingly the Olympic family and organization. I should like to draw a line from my old friend Eric Satterbeck, who has been instrumental and helpful to our actions decades ago, to Sebastian Coe, who has impressively outlined the link and cooperative sympathy between another world-class athlete as well as a successful applicant and organizer of Olympic Games with Sport Forward. Another positive example would be that my three successors in the office of IOC Sports Director, who inherited the load of obligations which were established during my term of office, and of which Sport Forward is only a small part, have served the Congress as organizers, speakers, and moderators. We had the privilege of the presence of the Supreme Official for Sports in the United Nations, Wilfried Wendke, who hopefully will present a positive report to the Secretary General. Many observers of different organizations have attended the Congress, not least the representatives of the big organizations for the Olympic Games 2016, the winner of which might use our ideas for their program. I have at the opening expressed my gratitude to the NOC and Organizing Committee of Malaysia for the preparation of the Congress, which I now repeat wholeheartedly for the organization and the success. As a sign of our appreciation, and on behalf of the President of the IOC and the whole Olympic family, I wish to offer presents to the leaders of the organization. May I ask you, Roy Rajasinghe, and Tatu Kopchi, CA to come down, and may I ask Christoph to join me. For a declaration. A group of very excellent, experienced, hard-working members of our team have been put on the declaration. Colin Moynihan, Simon Walderstone, Pekka Oya, Christoph Düby, to whom I wish to also present our gratitude. And I might now ask my friend Colin Moynihan to read the declaration in his brilliant Oxford pronunciation.
The 12th World Sport for All Congress, Sport for All for Life, Final Declaration. The 12th World Sport for All Congress was organised by the Olympic Council of Malaysia under the patronage of the International Olympic Committee and its Sport for All Commission, in collaboration with the World Health Organization and the General Association of International Sports Federations. It was attended by 505 delegates from 96 countries. The 12th World Sport for All Congress called on governments to act urgently to counter the global problems of decreasing physical activity and the increasing incidence of obesity. Congress called on governments and public authorities at all levels to focus on the importance of sport and physical activity as a key element of health policy, when formulating policies to take into account the public health, social and economic benefits of increased participation in sport and physical activity. Recognise the importance of community sport and physical activity. Consider sport for all as an investment, not a cost and burden. 1. Congress recognised the benefits of increasing levels of sports and physical activity, including improved levels of health, mental and physical, increased socio-cultural integration, equity, harmony and cohesion in communities, particularly integration of ethnic groups, people with perceived disabilities and migrants, increased social interaction, social inclusion and engagement skills, and the benefits derived from the inherent spirit and values of sport and physical activity. The educational role of sport and physical activity. A reduction in costs of health and welfare to governments and communities. 2. Congress fully supported the implementation of the WHO Global Strategy on Diet, Physical Activity and Health, the 2008 Action Plan, and the recommendations on prevention and control of non-communicable disease. Congress affirmed that physical inactivity is a major independent risk factor for non-communicable disease, including cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, obesity, and certain types of cancers around the world, and alone accounts for almost 2 million deaths each year. Congress affirmed that NCD deaths constitute approximately 60% of all deaths around the world each year, and 66% of the 35 million NCD deaths occur in developing countries, with the overall physical inactivity trend worse in poor urban areas. Childhood obesity, which also leads to increased adult obesity levels, is an increasing problem, with almost 22 million children under 5 years old and 155 million, 1 in 10 of school age, overweight, with an estimated 30 to 45 million young people obese. Congress affirmed that socioeconomic factors, including poverty, are a key factor in the incidence of obesity. And Congress affirmed that a variety of lifestyle factors, including eating habits, urbanization, and changes in the nature and use of technology, especially screen-based activities, transport, and the workplace, are all contributing to an increased sedentary lifestyle and declining levels of physical activity. 4. Congress strongly recommended that national Olympic committees, international federations and other sports organisations, together with government agencies for health, education and sport, develop, expand or adapt to suit local needs and conditions, sport and physical activity and education programmes, and consider the importance and benefits of the IOC focus on education through sport and on culture and environment, which provides a unique platform to promote the values of sport for all and attract young people to sport and physical activity, particularly through the Olympic Games and the hosting of the Youth Olympic Games. Consider the importance and benefits of community-based, non-discriminatory, low-cost accessible programs, sports and physical activity facilities, including